Silgan Holdings, Inc. SLGN Due Diligence Report. Executive Summary. What it is. Silgan is a global packaging manufacturer. Metal containers, plastic and dispensing closures, and custom containers for food, beverage, personal care, and other consumer products. Quick read. Big, stable revenue base with industrial margins, predictable cash flow, and a reliable quarterly dividend history. But exposed to commodity cycles, customer concentration, and M&A execution risk. Most important quick facts. 2024 revenue in the $5.80 to $6.2 range. One company overview and business model. Business, manufacture and sale of packaging, metal cans, food, beverages, dispensing, and specialty closures. It's plastic custom containers and dispensing systems. Model mechanics. Capital-intensive manufacturing footprint with dozens of plants. Revenue scale and local proximity to customers are key competitive levers. The business is sensitive to steel, aluminum, and resin prices and benefits from manufacturing scale and long-term contracts with major brand owners. To industry and market position. Industry, containers, and packaging, a defensive lower growth segment tied to consumer consumption. Position. One of the largest global suppliers of rigid packaging and closures. Strength lies in breadth across product lines and large customer relationships. 3 revenue streams. Primary streams: metal containers, food and pet food, specialty beverage cans, dispensing and specialty closures, personal care, household food service, and custom containers. Recent run rate FY 2024 revenue about $5.8 billion. Q2 2025 reported net sales of $1.54 billion, up approximately 11% year over year, with record quarterly EBE in some segments. For competitive advantages, scale and footprint. Large manufacturing network close to customers reduces logistics costs, customer relationships, long contracts, and established ties with major consumer goods companies. Product breadth. Multiple product lines provide cross-sell opportunities and cushion against downturns in any single segment. Operational capability. Recent results highlight record-adjusted EBIT in several product groups. 5 scalability, organic scaling. Moderate growth via share gains and new contracts. Large factory footprint required for step-change expansion. M&A scaling. Historically acquisitive. Growth can accelerate through bolt-on acquisitions but brings integration risks. 6 financial statement analysis. Income statement. FY 2024 revenue about $5.80 to $6.2 BQ 22025 net sales $1.54 billion, net income $89 million, profit margin mid-single digits, balance sheet solid manufacturing asset base. Net leverage and cash position fluctuate with acquisitions and working capital swings. Cash flow, strong operating cash generation. Free cash flow used for dividends, capex, and acquisitions. 7 key valuation metrics. Market cap, tilde. $4.7 to 4.8 BPE. Positive, reflecting profitability. Typically trades in a moderate multiple range. Slow single digits. EV, EBITDA. Generally mid to high single digits, comparable to peers. 8 growth potential and TAM. Packaging market is massive, worth hundreds of billions annually. Silgan scope includes food, beverage, and specialty closures. Growth drivers. Share gains with large customers. Expansion in higher margin closures. Sustainability-driven innovation and M&A. 9. Competitor landscape, direct competitors. Crown Holdings, Ball Corporation, Westrack, Smurfit Kappa. Plus regional players, competitive dynamics, price competition in commodity cans. Better margins in closures and specialty products. 10 management and governance. CEO, President, Adam J. Greenlee. CFO, Kimberly Ulmer. Other executives, Q. Felipe Chevrier. Board. Recently added members such as Shannon Miller, reflecting governance refresh. 11 risks, market risks. Demand swings tied to consumer spending and food service patterns. Input costs, steel, aluminum, and resin volatility can pressure margins. Customer concentration. Reliance on a few large CPG customers with strong bargaining power. Operational, capacity expansions, and M&A integration risks. Regulatory ESG. Growing pressure for recyclable, lower-carbon packaging could raise CapEx needs. The 12 dividends and shareholder returns dividend. Quarterly dividend of 20 cents per share. Dividend history. Consistently raised dividends for 20-plus consecutive years. Yield. Around 1.7 to 1.8%, depending on stock price. 13 insider and institutional activity. Institutional ownership is significant, as expected for a mid-cap industrial. Insider activity available in SEC filings, typically modest relative to float. 14 technical analysis signals. Stock has consolidated recently and received a relative strength upgrade into the low 70s range. Technical traders watch for a breakout above previous buy points $58 on strong volume. 15 recent analyst ratings and News Q2 2025 results. Net sales of $1.54 billion, up approximately 11%. Why? Net income $89 million, record EBIT in closures. Analyst tone, generally positive, noting Silgan as a value-quality play with concerns about input costs. Investor sentiment, improving with technical upgrades noted in summer 2025. 16. Red flags and watchlist commodity cost spikes, customer demand swings, acquisition integration challenges, dividend stability dependent on cash flow, monitor leverage and debt covenants. 17. Investment conclusion. Investor profile, suited for those seeking defensive industrial exposure with reliable dividends. Bull case. Stable demand, margin expansion from closures, disciplined M&A, continued dividend growth. Bear case. Margin compression from input cost spikes, customer destocking, or failed M&A integration.